And bathrooms are a really serious subject for us because, believe it or not, when a home buyer comes through a house, what they're looking at is they're looking at two main areas. They're looking at the kitchen where they cook all their meals, and they're looking at the bathroom. People spend about an hour to an hour and a half a day in their bathroom. And that's where they get dressed in the morning, they take their shower, they get ready for bed at night. They're in and out of the bathroom multiple times a day if they work at home. If they don't work at home, it's usually 2 or 3 times in the morning, 2 or 3 times in the evening. There's a lot of stuff happening in there. A lot of bathrooms are connected to closets. So people going in to get clothes, to do laundry, there's a lot of activity in the bathrooms. So when it comes to the bathrooms, homeowners are coming in and they're thinking to themselves, is this my new haven? Is this where I'm going to be spending my time? And so one of the things that we have to focus on when we're talking about repairs, these are small home repairs you can do on a budget. What we're looking at is we're fixing running toilets. And running toilets is really an interesting thing that we have to deal with, because whether you're aware of it or not, if it's your own home, oftentimes you miss the running toilet. You don't really pay attention to it because it's just your house, right? There are weird sounds in people's houses and they don't pay attention to the fact that the toilet just keeps running and running. But a homeowner that's walking in, they're going to think, what, does somebody just flush the toilet? Is there someone else in the house? And then it keeps running and running. At the back of their mind, they're thinking, there's something wrong with the plumbing here. And while it might be something as simple as either the fill valve, and if you look in this picture, this blue thing over to my far left is the fill valve where it fills the water up the tank. That, and then also the flapper, a lot of times it will erode over time. And it erodes because people put like these bleach tablets and stuff in the back of their toilet to prevent the toilet from getting rings in it or whatever. And it will eat that little flapper right up. And so on average, we replace the flapper there in customers' homes of homes that we clean on average once per year. And so it might go like 13 or 15 months, but every single year that should be replaced. And it costs about $1.50 to replace. It's not expensive at all.
Yeah, I've noticed that in my own home, they seem to wear out a lot more quickly than they used to. I don't know if they don't make them like they used to or not, but it is a quick, easy, inexpensive fix. But you're right, in your own home, you can just kind of become immune to the noises that your home makes. So, kind of always take the approach of looking at it from fresh eyes. Is there
Yeah.
something here that I'm used to that somebody else isn't going to? And that's a good, easy one to fix.
Well, and one of the things, the fill valve can be replaced. It's really, really easy to do. And that's a little bit more money. Those are about $12. And so when you think of hiring a plumber and having the plumber come out and replace all of that, it's an easy fix. And the reason I say that is if you get in a situation where your toilet is running and a realtor doesn't know, oh, it's just the fill valve or it's just the flapper that could be replaced for $1 or $2, what they're going to do is they're going to say, oh, let's get a plumber out here to inspect all of the plumbing. And that's going to be a really expensive add-on to your home closing costs that didn't have to be. Because once they write that in the notes, it's possible that they're not going to let the homeowner fix it. Then at that point, they will require a licensed plumber to come out and take a look.
Well, generally, buyer's going to get a home inspection once they go under contract. They're going to get a home inspection. Anything that the seller can do to make that home inspection report as clean as possible, it's going to put that buyer in the mindset of, wow, this home is in great shape. It's been really well maintained, well taken care of. And if there's a lot of things on the report, even if they're just teeny tiny things, it puts that buyer in the mindset that it hasn't been well maintained. And yeah, this isn't something we're going to let the seller just do a $10 fix for. We want a licensed contractor to come in there and take care of the work for us and then have the seller pay for a reinspection. So it can save you a
Wow.
lot of money.